And almost live from room 115, it's Miss Sanogo!
Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for being here and for watching. Have you ever felt grumpy, frustrated, or maybe just in a bad mood and you couldn't even figure out why you felt that way? Well, today we're going to read a book about a monkey named Jim. Now, Jim woke up this morning feeling a little grumpy, but he couldn't figure out why he felt that way. Let's read to find out more about Jim's day. Grumpy Monkey by Suzanne Lang, illustrated by Max Lang. One wonderful day, Chimpanzee woke to discover that nothing was right. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. Jim was confused. What's going on? Maybe you're grumpy, suggested Norman from next door. I'm not grumpy, Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Marabou. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Marabou. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. But look at how you're standing, Marabou said. It's true, said Norman. You're all hunched. So Jim loosened up. Then he ran into Lemur. Jim's grumpy, Norman told Lemur. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked Lemur. It's such a wonderful day. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Your eyebrows look grumpy, said Lemur. It's true, said Norman. They're all bunched up. So Jim raised his brow. Then he tripped over Snake. Oh no, said Norman. That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy. Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy, said Jim. Then why that frown, said Snake. I think it's because he tripped over you, Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. Finally, Jim looked happy. But he didn't feel happy inside. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. Jim didn't feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. Jim didn't feel like swinging. You should roll with us, said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. Jim didn't feel like strolling. You should lie in the grass. You should stomp your feet. You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should take a nap. You should eat old meat. Or some honey. You should jump up and down, ribbit. You should sit in the sun. You should dance. But Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. Why are you grumpy, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. I'm not grumpy, shouted Jim as he beat his chest. And he stormed off. Jim felt sorry. A little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, Jim sighed. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, he came upon Norman. Norman was slumped, his eyebrows were bunched up, and he was frowning. "What's the matter? Are you grumpy?" asked Jim. "No, I danced with Porcupine," said Norman. "Are you okay?" asked Jim. "It hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough," said Norman. "Are you still grumpy?" "Yes," said Jim, "but I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to be grumpy." "It's a wonderful day to be grumpy," said Norman. Jim agreed. And he already felt a little bit better. The end. I hope you enjoyed this read aloud. Remember, it's okay to feel grumpy, just like Jim. Some days we might wake up feeling happy, other days we might feel sad, some days we might even feel angry. Just keep in mind to take a deep breath, find some space for yourself if you need it, and remember, we don't have to feel the same way forever. Sometimes talking to others about how we feel, like Norman and Jim did together at the end, can help us start to feel a lot better. See you next time. In a few of our past episodes, we've discussed the different properties of the solid and liquid states of matter. This week, we will take a closer look at the gas state of matter. When we think of liquids and solids, it's easy for us to visualize examples that we see every day. It's not always so easy when it comes to gas. We can't easily see most gases, and if we were to stick our hands in some of them, we most likely wouldn't feel them either. So, how do we know they are there? These next two experiments will help us visualize matter in a gas state. For this experiment, you will need an empty plastic bottle, a balloon, vinegar, baking soda, and a funnel. Fill the bottle at least 1/3 of the way with vinegar. You can use a funnel to help you pour, but it's not necessary. I added a drop of food coloring to make it fancy. Next, take a funnel and place the mouth of the balloon over the end of the funnel. If you don't have a funnel at home, you can use a rolled up piece of paper held together with Scotch tape. Pour baking soda into the funnel until the balloon is filled up about halfway with baking soda. Now, carefully stretch the end of the balloon over the mouth of the plastic bottle, taking care not to let any baking soda spill into the bottle. Gently lift the balloon up with one hand until the baking soda falls from the balloon into the bottle and mixes with the vinegar. Watch what happens next. What exactly is happening here? Gas is a type of matter that flows easily. It spreads out evenly to fill the space it is in. It does not have its own fixed shape, so it takes the shape of any container it is put into. Gas also does not have its own volume, which is the amount of space matter takes up, which is why its volume is equal to the volume of the container that the gas is in. When you mix vinegar, a liquid, with baking soda, a solid, a chemical reaction called an acid-base reaction results in the creation of carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide will escape into the air as bubbles or foam like we see happening in the bottle. Now, gases need a lot of room to spread out. The carbon dioxide starts to fill the bottle, creating pressure, so the gas expands up and inflates the balloon. The more gas that is created, the larger the balloon will inflate. More on pressure later. For this next experiment, you will need a Ziplock bag, vinegar, baking soda, a clothespin or clip, and food coloring optional. Make sure that you do this activity outside or somewhere where messes can easily be cleaned up, like a bathtub or kitchen sink. Make sure to ask an adult for permission first and for help. Fill up the Ziplock bag about 1/4 of the way with vinegar. Add fancy food coloring if you'd like. Next, twist the bag and secure it with a clip. In the remaining space on top, carefully place a few teaspoons worth of baking soda. Make sure to leave room to be able to close the bag tightly. Make sure the bag is securely closed. Next, remove the clip and unwind the bag. Step back, giving yourself plenty of room, and watch what happens next. What's going on here? Earlier, we talked about how gas particles spread out until they are evenly distributed throughout the space of the container. When more gas particles enter a container, there is less space for the particles to spread out and they become compressed or packed. The particles put more force on the inside of the container. This force is called pressure. When the vinegar mixes with the baking soda, the resulting carbon dioxide gas needs more room to expand. Unlike in our earlier experiment, the gas has no balloon to inflate or anywhere else to go. The pressure built up by too many gas particles within the space of the Ziplock causes the Ziplock to burst, releasing the gas into the world outside. Now, it's your turn, scientists, to try this at home. What happens if you add water to the vinegar before you drop in the baking soda? Will your results change if you add a lot more or less baking soda? Does the size of a balloon or bottle change your results? Try this at home with an adult, and be sure to share your results with us.
What happened? Did they all go to the bottom or did they stay on the top?
Stay on top.
No.
Down.
They're there.
Go.
So where's your water beads gone?
It got in there.
Are they floating?
They're awesome.
Is it magic?
No, it's not. It's right. Oh. Mom wanted be.
Well, what do you say to Mia for showing us this?
Thank you.
What are we gonna do with those eggs?
Hard boil them. And see what happens next.
What do you think's gonna happen next?
They're both gonna sink.
You think they're both gonna sink?
Because they get heavier.
Let's find out.
Because they get harder.
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah, let's do it. Hi, Miss Sanogo. Me and my mom, we did one with raw eggs, and now we hard boiled them, and we're gonna see what they do if they flow or sink. First one is going in there. It still floats. That's so cool. Let's see if this one floats or sinks. It's heavier than a hard-boiled one, the raw one. Oh, it does the same thing, and they are also a little hotter than they were when we did it last time.
Did we add any more salt?
Yeah, just a little bit more. Just 1 more tablespoon of salt to make it so it's easier. Because some of the salt sank to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It helped. Bye-bye. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
All right, count me down.
3, 2, 1. So these are some Easter eggs that I got from Easter. And this is what happens when you spin it fast. So why doesn't it fall out? Because all the force, when it's spinning, all the force, when it's going sideways to the top, it kind of, when it's diagonal at the top, close to the top, the force will make it go to the bottom of the pail, and then it will have enough force to stay until it comes down.
Yes. And what's that force called? Remember? It's called centrifugal. Centrifugal. It's a tricky word. Yes. Perfect.
First, I'm going to put in this little Shopkin. And now this marker cap. This dog. I don't think it's really gonna float. And this other dog. Okay, the dog's sinking in.
Do you have a science experiment idea that you want featured on our show? Send me an email including any videos or pictures of your experiment. Remember, ask an adult for permission first and for help.
Whoa, Taki, is that a magic carpet? Yeah, it is, but I'm not quite sure how to control it. Whoa. Where are you flying to? The refrigerator, of course. I'm hungry. Think we have any more banana popsicles? Sure, I'll lead the way. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's take a look at where our viewers are headed to on their own magic carpets. Whoa! If you had a magic carpet, where in the world or out of this world would you fly and why?
I've landed safe at last. Now, you know what time it is. It's time for the posted question of the week. Whoa! Bye-bye now. Wait, Taki, hold on. What? What is it? I've got some bad news. Oh my gosh, just tell me, what is it? We're all out of banana pops. This week's posted question is, if you owned your own store, what items would you sell? Or what services would you provide? Do you have an answer to this week's posted question? Email your responses to me. Make sure to ask an adult for help. My email address is msanogo@cps.edu. Time to check my email.
Analyzing fingerprint.
What on earth?
Welcome to the top secret, most secret, so secret even I don't know the secret agency.
Wait, what? I'm not an agent. I'm just a dinosaur.
Agent number 956743221 Taki, your mission is to locate Agent 1754322, otherwise known as T-Rex. He has been missing for several days and we need your top secret agent skills to find him. Do you accept your mission?
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay, great. You will just need to pass the fitness test.
Fitness?
Yes, that means exercise.
Oh man, I've been eating way too many banana popsicles lately. I need more time to train.
Okay, Agent Taki, you have 1 week to accept your mission.
Help! What exercises should I do to train like a super secret agent? The training exercise that I have for Taki is really silly, but also really fun. In this exercise, we grab items from one container and travel in heart-pumping ways over to another container where we drop the items in. This could be a fun way to clean up your toys at home. If you live above neighbors, make sure to land lightly on your feet so that they don't think there is a herd of elephants running wild upstairs. Just one more pull-up! I did it! Oh, hello there. I'm just training for my next mission. By the way, boys and girls, we don't have any workout guest stars of the week. Maybe you can join our mission by sharing your not-so-secret exercises and activities with us. Hope to see them next week. Bye-bye. Do you have a favorite exercise or workout activity that you want featured on our show? Have an adult help you film your workout. Email your videos to msanogo@cps.edu. Taki and I can't wait to sweat it out with you.
Hey Taki, are you okay? I'm in a bit of a pickle, as you can imagine. You don't look like you're in a pickle. You just look like you're caught up in some string. Hey, not a real pickle, it was just an expression. Anyway, please help me. I have a really cool kite that I want to fly outside, but I don't know if I'll have enough string to attach to the kite. The string that's on me is all tangled, so I won't be able to use it. So I'm down to these last two pieces of string. The blue string is 37 inches. And this white string is 18 inches longer than the blue string. My kite needs 60 inches of string in order for it to fly. I want to know the answer to two questions. How long are both strings when I tie them together? And secondly, will I have enough to tie to my kite? Help me, my dear mathematicians. Now, time to get untangled. Bye.
Last week, Taki needed our help to sort and organize his data or information. Here's what our mathematicians had to say.
We took time to pause the video on the math challenge, and I got 9 green, 5 red, 6 gold, 7 blue, and 4 silver. 4 silver is the least, 9 green is the most.
Do you have a solution to our math problem of the week? Email me your response. For a bonus challenge, is there more than one way to solve the problem? I can't wait to hear from you.